dismissed every accomplishment I've made. You've talked about my father. Well, you call me an entitled millennial, I call you a carny succubus, because the dirty secret about you, the dirty secret is you need this generation more than it needs you.
What up, y'all? It's KMB, the Sexy Ninja, in the place to be for a Paper Saber universe, and this is the New World Podcast, brother. We're talking about Dynamite 300, 300, in the building. July 2nd, 2025, Excalibur, Ian Riccaboni, and Taz on commentary. We're in Ontario, California at the Toyota Arena, and we are counting down to July 12th, all in Texas. I'm very excited for this show. I am so excited for this show because we started off with a passionate, cowboy-ish Hangman Page coming out. And he says, like, hey, Mox, I know that your little Mox family, whatever, they're going to come here and blah, 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 and interfere, blah, blah, blah. I know your tricks. I welcome it. I was like, oh, he's like, bring them on. I will fight you to the death, and we will have a Texas death match at All in Texas. And I was like, oh, my goodness. Oh, yes. Yes. But Mox comes out and he's like, no. But there's a line that he said that I appreciate from Mox. Something Mox said that really I felt in my soul is when he said, I am not, everyone does this best of the world, basic bitch shit. And I was like, oh, I like that line, Mox. But, of course, this ends up in a fight. Here comes the Mox cult. Oh, they're beating down Hangman. Claudio's like, takes out Hangman. Hangman gets up shirtless, rips it all off, and he says, is that all you got? Questioning Claudio. Claudio gets mad. He tries to come back, but no, here comes the ops. Holding him off. Joe, Hobbs, Shibata. And Marina comes back, and she tries to take out Hangman. Hangman catches the briefcase. He takes the briefcase, and he's like, Mox, me and you, this is what I got, and I'll give this right back. The championship. And I love what he said earlier, too. He's like, I want to hold that championship above my head. You've been holding it hostage, my guy. Yes, bring back that championship. And Mox finally agrees. We want a Texas death match? Fine. And Hangman gives the briefcase back to Marina. And as he's leaving, he's like, Mox, you don't think I'm capable of going to another level? You don't think I'm capable of taking it to another level? Well, check this out. He takes out Marina. I was like, Hangman Adam Page ain't playing. This ain't no basic bitch. This is the Hangman Adam Page. Cowboy shit. Oh, I really enjoyed this opening. It was like 16 minutes or whatever, man. I enjoyed every single second of it, man. I've never been this hyped for an AEW main event in a while, and I'm really glad that here we are. Like, I'm so hyped. I'm ready for Hangman to beat Mox. I'm ready for Hangman to hold that title in all its glory over his head. I'm like, bring back the championship and not a briefcase. We got a TBS championship match. Mone versus Mina. Of course, Tony's ringside. There's also a cake there, celebrating how long Mercedes Mone has been champion. This was an okay match. Mercedes Mone got the win, and of course she attacks, pushes Mina. Tony gets in the ring, and she attacks Tony. I'm really excited about it. I'm like I said, I can't wait. It's like 10 days away. July 12th. And then with this partnership with Superman, I didn't realize, like, we're going to Mad Monster and Phoenix here next weekend. So the day of All In. It's everything's happening that weekend. Superman, All in Texas, then we got Evolution, then we got the Great American Bash. But All in Texas is priority for me in my mind. Next, and then second to that would be Evolution, and third would be the Great American Bash. But All in Texas is right up there, and I can't wait for Mercedes Mone and Tony Storm to battle for the Women's World Championship. And of course, Mercedes Mone grabs her cake. She always has something to do with food. As of late, she's had steaks and lobster, whatever, on the side of the ring. She takes the cake, she licks it. I'm like, you nasty. What if I wanted a piece? And we have a four-way here. Who's going to get the number 2 spot in that casino gauntlet match? MJF versus AR Fox versus Bowens versus Brody. You talk about my match of the night right here. This is just a good night of wrestling. There's a spot where Brody just chokes the living daylights out of MJF. And I like that MJF is kind of like doing this MVP drip, incorporated with his. And they just dropped a new MJF figure that you can get for this week, 4th of July week, and him in the red, white, and blue. I'm really thinking about it. It's $50. They only made X amount, and I'm like, I'm trying to save up. And I got my Tony Storm shirt coming. I was like, but MJF got the win over everybody, snuck in and took out AR Fox with a very interesting submission move, in my opinion. But MJF will move on. I wanted to see MJF and Hangman. But I also want to see Will Ospreay become champion and Swerve again, But we got to get the title back first from the Mox Cult. Bucks and Takeshita versus Bandito and Paragon. Ooh, baby. So this was a great tag team match. I love the Bucks. And I love everybody in this match. But you talk about an all-out battle, then after the Bucks and Takeshita get the win, and this crazy sequence and whatnot, boom, 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 super kick, and 1, 2, 3 on Bandito. Swerve and Will come out. They attack the Bucks, chase them off. This is the best part, man. Will Ospreay grabs the mic. He's like, hey, you put those EVP things on the line, your titles and whatnot in this company, and me and Swerve, if you beat us, it'll be 1 year we can't challenge for the World Heavyweight Championship. And Swerve's like, what the fuck? hey! Oh, this made me laugh so hard because Will's passionate about it. Swerve's like, what the fuck? Hey, shut the... Yeah. What do you mean? I was like, you don't believe in yourself, Swerve? You guys are going to beat the EVPs and take their titles away from them? Huh? But no, so that was just great. Then we go into Swerve and Will versus LFI. Awesome tag team match. I think Swerve and Will are a great tag team. They got some perfect timing with each other, and this is why they get the win over LFI. So really fun, awesome. They're putting up their if they can't beat the Bucks, they'll put up their 1 year thing where they can't challenge for the title at all. So lots on the line and all in, and they're going all in. Main event time: Okada versus Ibushi. I will say, awesome. Anyway, and Dom, of course, is on commentary, but a back and forth battle, and I love these two very much, and I really do love Okada. There's a shirt. I think that there's a shirt out there that says Beach, with Okada standing right where the eye is at. I hope so. I want that shirt. But like I said, I need to save money. They keep printing all this really great stuff. They got all the all-in merch coming out. And I'm like, oh, it looks so good. Oh, I want the MJF figure. Oh, wallet, why can't you just grow more money? But Okada and Ibushi have a big, awesome match. And Okada gets the win. Rainmaker, baby! And, of course, the Don fam attack. And guess who's back? Back again. Kenny's back. Tell a friend. Kenny's back. Kenny's back. Kenny's back. After spitting all that blood out weeks ago, he's back with the chair. Chases off the Don fam. Saves Ibushi. They give each other a hug. And that's the way we end the show. And I got to say, whew, I'm spent. we're like 10 days, 9 days, whatever, till All In Texas, and I am so excited. So excited! I just can't hide it. And the intro for this show, the Sum 41, slaps, man. But that's Dynamite 300 episodes. July 2nd, 2025, Excalibur, Ian, and Taz on commentary in Ontario, California at the Toyota Arena. I give this show a solid 5 out of freaking 5. My match of the night: MJF versus AR Fox versus Bowens versus Brody. Had a lot of fun there. moment of the night is the starting of the show with Hangman, Mox, the Mox cult, the Ops. We got a Texas death match that's going to happen, and then Hangman showing that he's willing to go to any length, and he takes out Marina Shafir. So that whole 16 minutes was just pure joy. Pure joy. 5 out of 5. Now, drop your comments below. Hit that like, hit the subscribe. Show it your grandma, show it your grandpa, show the bum down at Walmart. I am KMB the Sexy Ninja. And remember that the New World Podcast is for life.
You give me everything or you give me death and make this a Texas